Our Canadian Prime Minister released the Canadian response. So if you are by some chance just waking up, let's remind you what happened overnight in a shocking move, but not fully unexpected. The U.S. striking 59 Tomahawk missiles at a site in Syria believed to have been the origin of the chemical attack the other day. And here is, just out from the Prime Minister moments ago, this statement from Canada. Canada fully supports the United States limited and focused action to degrade the Assad regime's ability to launch chemical weapons attacks against innocent civilians, including many children. President Assad's use of chemical weapons and the crimes the Syrian regime has committed against its own people cannot be ignored. These gruesome attacks cannot be permitted to continue operating with impunity. It goes on to say this week's attack in southern Idlib and the suffering of Syrians is a war crime and is unacceptable. Canada condemns all use of chemical weapons. Canada will continue to support diplomatic efforts to resolve the crisis in Syria. And as it happens, we have the Minister of Public Safety with us, Ralph Goodale, this morning.
Good morning.
And we're going to be talking in a moment about something else, but I can't miss this opportunity to get your reaction, not only to the Prime Minister's statement, but to what happened this morning.
Well, the attack earlier this week with chemical weapons in Syria appalled the world. The Prime Minister was in New York yesterday, and he made the very strong point that this is absolutely shocking and appalling, that the world needs to respond to this, and that the perpetrators must be held to account. This morning, in response to the American action last night, the Prime Minister has made it clear that Canada fully supports the limited and focused American response to degrade the capacity of the Assad regime to commit these kinds of atrocities.
It's shocking right now. Lines have been drawn in the sand time and time again. And this morning, I'm actually surprised at how calmly the world is taking this right now. We had world markets actually, a little bit of a bump. Oil shot up for a few minutes, and then everything seems to be calm. Futures right now indicating we're probably just going to have a decent opening here. So it seems maybe the world is a little more accepting of this one.
Well, I think the world community saw what happened earlier this week. And saw the suffering of innocent people, innocent children, that was just appalling. I think it struck at the heartstrings of people everywhere around the world. There is a consensus. Certainly, you listen to the leaders of the UK and France and Australia. Everyone is pulling together to say that this response is the right response. It is limited. It is focused. And in the meantime, we will all continue the diplomatic and other efforts to try to bring some sense of peace and stability to that very difficult region of the world.
It seems impossible, but something has to be done. You see the images, innocent children, women and men. It's just, I mean, what do you do? How do you do it? What are the answers? There's no easy answer.
There are no easy answers in a predicament like this one. But to see the unanimity and the consensus in the leadership of the Western world, I think is very important.